what's happening? Man, let me tell you guys some bullshit. Alright, so it is that I'm trying to sleep in, right? It's Saturday, you know? I had to, I gotta meet up with a dude at 12 o'clock, so I guess it's a good thing I got up, but at the same time, it kind of pisses me off that it woke me up, you know? So it's been cool outside, so we had our windows on our house open, right? You know, letting fresh air in and all that good jazz. So, what does the next door neighbor do? Somehow or another, mysteriously let the fucking dog out of the house yet again. Last time the dog was off a broken leash. This time the dog had no damn leash on at all whatsoever. So, with him being over there in my yard, he took a shit in my front yard. Yeah. About 2 feet away from my doorstep. Son of a bitch. But he comes over to the yard, shits and pisses everywhere. Makes the fucking dogs go ballistic. There's 3 dogs in total, mine and my mom's. And, you know, I'm sitting here losing my fucking shit because the stupid son of a bitch is in the yard doing what he's doing, making the dogs go ballistic and crazy and barking and yelping and wanting to get out and kill his ass because they don't like other dogs kind of situation, right? So I go outside and try to shoo him away, you know, like, get the fuck out of here, you know, yelling at him and stuff. It didn't work. So I said, you know what, fuck this. The last time it happened and the police was called, the police simply said, if it comes in your yard and you go outside to take your dog out and your dog tears his ass up, then it's not your fault because their dog was not on the leash properly and they didn't you know, obey the law, right? So I take him out and of course he sees him right off gate, and he's sitting there and he's foaming at the fucking mouth and scratching at the damn door, jumping up and down like a wild fucking gorilla. And come on, you sons of bitches. So, you know, with that being said or whatever, I let him out. And what does he do? He goes straight to him and tears his damn ass up. Exactly what I wanted him to do. So then to go home, he starts walking back over towards his house, and the neighbor comes out, and I'm saying, like, how many fucking times do you guys have to damn, you know, be told to keep your fucking dog on a leash, yada 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 yada. She's like, why do y'all have to act like that? Why do y'all have to be thinking that y'all's dogs are so better than ours? I said, because we keep our dogs in our yard, that's why. You know, we don't let our dogs go over there to your shit and piss the shit all in your yard and all on your fucking flowers and, you know, whatever, right? So, like, then she sits here and she's just mouthing off, boy. You know, I wish my old lady could have been here because she might have walked up to him and slapped the shit out of her. But you can't do that. You cannot do that. You can't just come over into somebody else's yard and mouth off at them about their dog being in your property and then, like, thinking it's not a big deal. Then called me ignorant. Then called me stupid. What else did she call me? Oh, and then she wished the damn, well, that big ass oak tree right there, right? You know, she wished that the fucking tree would fall over on our house. Fucking what? Are you serious right now? Would you even, how can you even fathom the fucking thought of wishing bad on somebody because of your dog being in your neighbor's yard? I simply asked her, I said, how many times have you got to be told to keep your dog in your yard? That's all I want you to do, is just keep your dog in your property, on your property, and out of hours. And, you know, we don't have much here. We work for every damn thing we got, right? And we were here before these fucking jackasses moved in. And I'm not saying that we own the block or none of that shit or whatever, but this little piece of property right here is ours, right? And when I say ours, I mean, when we first moved to this place, before we even moved here, there, where my shop is now, used to not even exist. There used to be a runoff attached to a big ass like wooden tobacco building type deal, and I've got pictures of it. I might put them in this video because this is gonna be, I'm sure it's gonna be a short one. I'm not gonna do a bunch of rambling on today because I'm pissed off now, and I just need to chill out for a little bit, smoke 1,000 cigarettes, drink my Monster. I don't know if you guys saw it. Yeah, good old Mean Bean, and just chill the fuck out and simmer down. You know what I'm saying? And plus, I got to piss like a Russian racehorse. Sorry about that. I had to go take a quick break or whatever and go piss. But yeah, we work for everything we got here. And before we moved here, I was staying with a damn, how did the situation work out? The dude that my mom was married to ended up getting divorced, and we moved out of that place. We moved to a single wide mobile home, and the next town over, the Winterville, as I spoke of before. And we were going to try to find our own spot somewhere. And, you know, I had already been, prior to her getting married to that guy, I hadn't already been, you know, staying with other people off and on, because I just didn't like dealing with a drunk ass man. You know, it's been several years since I've drank, and you know, I ain't gonna say I was like an alcoholic or anything, but I mean, you know, I turned back quite a bit, and you know, I quit doing all that shit, quit smoking weed, I quit doing everything but smoking these bastards here. But you know, yeah. And then she found about this place, and this place in particular did not look anything the way it looks right now. So it went into a little bit, you know, she had the name put in, the house put in her name, and she put down the down payment, and of course she makes the mortgage payment every month or whatever. But in return, you know, I keep the maintenance up on it, and you know, I put a water heater in it, paid a good portion to have the bathroom remodeled even though it's not finished. Did some of the electrical work in the place. I've been under the house and did a few things under there, and you know, it was a team effort. You know, she didn't do it all alone. I didn't do it all alone. She came to me and asked me what I thought about the place first. And at first, when I saw it, I thought it was a wreck. It was a nightmare. And fuck it, I'll show you. Okay, for example, you know, you see my shop is right here. Well, it used not to be there. There was a runoff that went like, sort of like that, and then right here in this open area, there is a big, tall, like squared, rectangular shaped tobacco building or whatever. It was old wood and old wood beams and whatever, and it was, you know, it was pretty big. It was termite infested and rotting, so we tore it down and moved it all out, and that was the location of putting the New building. This house here, new vinyl siding, new roof, new windows, new doors. The vent things in the brickwork are new as far as the ventilation. We had Ramjack come in and fix the foundation under the house to stabilize it because it was settled so bad. But the house used to have like those ceramic type tiled shingles type shits, and it had an old green ass looking roof that's gray now. And on the other side, the windows had those aluminum awning looking things. Now over here, none of these flowers existed. The picnic table wasn't there. None of the flower beds. I think it was like maybe 2 bushes. This bush and that bush back there. All of that we've done, you know. I had a friend of mine build that picnic table, and, you know, he did a pretty good job on it. I can't doubt him. We're not friends anymore, but, you know, yeah, it is what it is. Sorry I'm coughing so much. This damn pollen. The front porch had wrought iron all the way around it. We tore all that out and just kept the poles, the flower beds. They didn't look like that. They weren't even there. So pretty much in a nutshell, you know, all the work that we've done in this place, we've worked hard for it, and you know, we brought the property value up quite substantially from what it was. I think we gave a little over 50 grand for the place, and now the estimated value I think is around 95. And there's still lots more to do. Obviously, when I showed you some of that stuff, you saw the grass has grown up, and I haven't cut it yet. I was trying to wait for the whole yard to kind of turn green before I started cutting. Now, like I say, when I cut, the grass clippings could fall onto the grass that wasn't doing so good, and would help give it all its nutrients and shit, you know. And then plus too, it's kind of waiting for a good storm to come through and wash the pollen down a little bit. Because like I said, right now, the pollen is high. My head is stopped up. Doing a lot of hacking, a lot of coughing. Smoking doesn't help, but fuck it, you know, what can you do? The whole moral of the story is, and it goes back into the respect video that I put up a while back. You know, you're supposed to respect your neighbor, and there is none. She doesn't give 2 flying shits about anything as long as it doesn't involve her little harmony she has going on over there. And you know, I'm not having it. I'm not going to sit here and deal. I've dealt with people's shit for many years. And it was up until a point where I got my ass whooped by a dude. And it was my fault. I'm the one who got tricked into it. It was a situation of where it was one guy with 2 other dudes that were involved. I had did some work on the guy's truck. The guy tried to say that I did it on purpose. I told him it was an accident. You know, it wasn't supposed to happen. And you know, what I had done is I had put some pedals, you know, like, you know, the shitty looking ones like you get from Advance or AutoZone or something like that. He was trying to spruce his old truck up or whatever, so, you know, he wanted some pedals for it. So I put some pedals in, and he claimed that one of the shoestrings got caught on the pedal, and he couldn't get it out, and he ended up ripping the pedal off, you know, the pedal off the actual brake pedal or whatever. And, you know, he tried to say that it was my fault, and I told him, like, look, you know, I don't have nothing to do with that. It's not my fault that your shoestring got caught in the pedal. Well, my car was left at one of the dude's houses, and I had left it there overnight. I forgot why. I don't remember. But ended up having to get a ride by one of them to get back over there to get it. So, with that being said, you know, dude was belligerent type drunk. And, you know, he ended up giving me shit over the pedal. And I made the mistake of looking down, and he clocked me, you know, right in the fucking temple. And I blacked out and didn't see shit else. And I ended up getting, you know, a black eye and a couple of lumps on the head. But that's about it. Wasn't too many months later, that dude ended up being dead. I don't know if somebody killed him or... Damn. I don't know if somebody killed him or what. I'm sorry about all the coughing. I really apologize. You think I was getting stoned or something? Shit. The day I'm having, I'd love to. I'm just kidding. No, I'm not. But, I mean, it was kind of a situation of like, you know, I was going to get my ass beat whether it was one guy or three guys, you know what I'm saying? And was it a punk move on their part? Yeah. Was it stupid of me to look down? Yeah. Didn't see the shit coming, boys. I just didn't see it coming. But that was the only time that I could say, honestly, in 34 years, I'd have had my ass whooped. You know, yeah, I had been in other little piddly fights where, you know, dude may have hit me, I may have hit dude back. And, you know, that to me ain't even a fight. That was more like a, you know, a pissing competition or something. But, you know, back to the story at hand. I respected you. You should respect me. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't take my dog to your yard. I don't let him piss and shit on nothing that don't belong to me. Yeah, he stays over here. I may walk him in the neighbor's field, but, you know, the neighbor don't give a damn because, well, he's an old bastard. And, you know, there's nothing over there for him to hurt if he pissed on it, honestly. And as for the property in between us, I've already gotten permission from him to let my dog walk around out there and do what he needs to do. So, you know, why? I mean, why? I had my dog, Sin. My dog is Sin. That's his name, is Sin. He's like a 70 fucking pound pit bull. Now, as big as he is, and as many times as my mom has you know, she's taken him out in the past, you know, it's been within the last couple of months. How is it that she can control him going in and out of the door, you know, and not let him out? But yet you have some little terrier of a dog that probably weighs all of maybe 20 pounds, if even that. And you can't keep your hands on him? And then sit there and say, oh, well, I'm a busy person, I have shit to do, and plus I have 2 kids. Right. Our son is a teenager. He just got his license not too long ago. He's 16. Get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? That is bullshit. Now, of course, you know, I probably shouldn't have flipped shit. But, I mean, fuck it. You know, I'm getting tired of it. I'm honestly getting tired of dealing with the bullshit. You know, as far as these plants is concerned or whatever, I didn't buy any of the plants. I just gave ideas of where to place them to fill in spots that need to be filled in, and kind of sketch out a plan as far as doing different shit with the yard to make it look nice. I have a few maple trees that I've planted that I planted last year. One of them has done pretty well. The other two, well, they're babies, and it's going to take them a while for them to get up because all the nutrients that shit in the ground is getting sucked up by these stupid ass pines. And they don't get all the sunlight over there, but they get just enough. But I'm hoping that they sprout on up this year a little bit, get a little bit of size on them. It takes a long time for a tree to grow, but if you plant it and don't pay it no mind, you know, keep it in good health, but don't pay it no mind, it'll take no time for it to grow. In my honest opinion, I think pines grow faster than anything else. I've got 3 mimosa trees back there that I planted several years ago, and they're all flourishing. They all do good. They're all healthy. I got them from another old ex-friend of mine's dad's house. His dad had like tons and tons of mimosa trees. But I don't know, boys. And am I an asshole? Am I an asshole? You know? Did I flip shit for no reason at all? I mean, do you let your dog, does your neighbor let their dog come to your property and piss on your flowers and piss on your not new but not old and not in terrible shape chrome rims so that they can rust and be ugly and pit up and shit? It's a good thing I kept my truck in the shop last night, like I said, because I didn't know if that storm was going to come through and drop a bunch of shit or whatever. So I put it in the shop. And so the dog didn't have no rims to piss on because there wasn't nobody here. But I mean, the dog did shit in my front yard. I didn't show y'all that because I didn't think it was neat. It was a necessity to show you some dog shit in my yard. But I have no reason to lie about it. I really don't. I hate doing negative videos. No, I hate him for the simple fact that, you know, nobody wants to sit here and watch anybody bitch about something that doesn't concern them, but at the same time you may feel where I'm coming from. But anyway, I don't think I'm gonna do anything else today. I don't have nothing planned. Got to, I don't even know what time it is. I got to meet up with a dude at 12 o'clock or whatever and hopefully get a refrigerator and some other stuff maybe. But, we'll see. We'll see. All right, boys. Well, we got everything done. I decided to go on ahead and cut some grass, get it out of the way, picked up some limbs. You can see them in front of the old lady's car in a little wagon. We got to unload that shit here in a little bit. And I got to spray the, well, kind of wash the lawnmower off because, you know, the way I look at it is if you don't, it'll just build up and build up and build up with crap, and then, you know, you may run into some issues. But I didn't have no more problems with the neighbor for now. And I've been dealing with damn ants and wasps and bees and shit. Yeah, I got punked down by a bee earlier. The damn bee is, you know, well, it's right behind this toolbox here on the other side of the wall. I've got these 2 wooden workhorses. And I'd got them for free or whatever from somebody, and you know, I don't mind the carpenter bees making their little homes in them or whatever, but, you know, when I'm trying to cut the grass in that one spot where they are right in front of them, I don't feel like getting stung, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it was kind of a standoff between me and the bee. I sat there at idle with the lawnmower running, waiting for him to maybe see another bee and take off and go fight or do whatever it is they do, and it never happened. And then he finally come at me or whatever, like he was saying, hey, I'll fuck you up. Damn pollen, man. Shit. Pollen boys. Terrible stuff. But anyhow, I'm going to clean this lawnmower up and get it put back up for the next time around. I don't think I'm gonna get into anything else today. I've pretty much done all of what I wanted to do. I was supposed to have met up with a dude and got a refrigerator, but I think he bailed on me. So I don't think there's gonna be much of to come with that one. He called me yesterday and said that he would call me today around lunchtime, and well, damn, you know, I don't even know what time it is right now, but it's way past lunchtime. And of course, you know, with him owning that property across the street, he I don't know if he was trying to be sneaky or what the fuck he was trying to do, but he pulled up in a vehicle he normally don't drive, got out, did whatever he had to do, and then hauled ass. But let me get this lawnmower clean and we'll finish up this video. Well, boys, we got it cleaned up. And, you know, can't really see nothing on this side. Got a little bit of a reflection though. But, yeah, I mean, you know, some people do it, some don't. I do it for more than one reason. You know, you keep all the crap out from underneath the deck for one, so it doesn't look too bad, and get all in the bearings and all in the belt and everywhere else, you know. And if you ever had to take it to somewhere and get it serviced for whatever reason, you know, I do my own oil and filter and all that bullshit myself. But as far as like any major issues, as far as taking it to like the dealership and letting them do it, give them a clean lawnmower to work on. And, you know, the engine ain't too bad. Yeah, and a couple videos back, you know, you've seen the engine. I mean, the engine's got a little bit of an oil leak, but that ain't too big of a deal. You know what I mean? Could be worse. But I am proud of myself for being able to get it back up and going again. It takes dedication and determination. That's just all it is to it. But anyways, got all that shit done. Didn't have no more issues out of the neighbor for now, I hope. I was able to even clean up my my tabletop here. I mean, it's not, you know, perfect, but it'll get by for now. It'll end up being dirty again, probably before the sometime next week. I really do need to take this battery for this drill in and find. The drill is pretty good, but I really need to. I think I need to either take the charger and the battery, or just the battery to Sears, and see if I can get an exchange or something. Because I plugged it back in and it's still saying the battery is defective. So I would assume that if the battery being defective, the charger would be okay. I don't know. So I may just take both, and if they give me a new battery, we can just put it on my old charger and see what happens. You know what I mean? But today has been one hell of a day. The first half of it sucked, but the second half wasn't too bad. The moral of the story is, it doesn't matter if it's your next door neighbor or whatever. If you're having neighbor problems, then you know, you understand where I'm coming from. But you know, it just goes back to the respect video. You got to give it in order to get it. And you know, I've given my share, and I haven't gotten shit back in return other than a hard time and whatever.
So I'm not 100% sure, but we may end up getting a privacy fence put up. I don't know if how much it costs or whatever, and we don't want the whole yard done. We just only want that one side done for now. Trying to wear it, it's just so damn good, you know what I'm saying? God. Whew. I love to have that in like a 5-gallon dispenser. You know, like they have the water fountains in the offices and shit. I walk up to it with a little cup, you know, and get your fair share of Propel. Maybe even have like two split tanks and have the other flavor that ain't too bad is the grape, but the kiwi strawberry is the shit, you know, and I love it. I mean, you know, it's got yeah, I'm not the greatest with pronouncing the fancy words they use for the ingredients, so just bear with me. Water, citric acid, sodium hemexatophosphate, which is to protect the flavor, natural flavor, potassium sorbate preserves freshness, ascorbic acid, which is vitamin C, sucralose, sodium citrate, potassium citrate, cellophane, potassium, niacinamide, which is vitamin B3, or vitamin, if you want to say it, vitamin B3, calcium disodium, which is EDTA, which is something else to protect flavor, vitamin E, acetate, I don't know, you know, like I said, some of these words, calcium, fuck if I know. You know, I'm not sure if you guys could even read the fucking shit. Let's see if we can, yeah, I'm not sure if you guys can see that or not. Maybe you can see it right there. If you so, you could just pause and just read. Like I said, I'm bad with pronouncing fucking words like that. Now, if you come over here to the English side or whatever, because I don't even consider that English. I know its ingredients have got their specific names and shit, but nutrition facts: serving size 1 bottle, amount per serving, calories 0, total fat 0 grams. Sodium is 160. It's a little high in the sodium. Total carbs is 0%. Sugars is 0%. Protein 0%. Vitamin C is 40%. Vitamin E is 20. Niacin is 50%. Vitamin B6 is 50%. And that pantothenic acid is 50%. Not a significant source of calories from fat, saturated fat, trans fat, cholesterol, dietary fiber, vitamin A, calcium, and iron. Percent daily values are based on a 2,000 calorie diet. It's got the antioxidant vitamins of C and E. I don't give a shit what's in it, honestly, as long as it makes you feel good. When I was on a diet, and I'm gonna get back on it, I believe, was just eating plain, straight up baked foods. No fried, no greasy, no fast food. Well, maybe like a little bit here and there. and tons and tons and tons of this shit, you know. And I shed fucking, what was it, 15, 20 pounds within like 2 months. And, you know, it wasn't too bad. My ideal weight for my height is supposed to be like 160, 165, somewhere in there. I was at 165 at one point in time, and like I said, I gained it all back, but shit happens, you know, it's part of life. If I could kick the weight, and kick smoking, I'd be in fucking business, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, you know, you get so many things in life that are good to you, or good tasting to you, or make you feel good, or keep the stress away, or whatever. And cigarettes is one of them that keeps me minimal, you know, about, I don't know what percentage you'd say, but if you were to say on the high side of being stressed out, 80%, smoking cigarettes seems to bring it down quite a bit. So if I had to say a percentage, well, let's say 80 being on the high side, I'd give it maybe about 30, 40, you know. And of course, before I was smoking cigarettes, I was drinking here and there and smoking weed and shit. And the thing about smoking weed, especially when you get it, you know, I didn't never buy any. I didn't have to. I had certain friends that would get it for free, or maybe not for free, but they would pay or whatever, and I would get a chooch in here and there, you know what I mean? But you gotta be careful with some of that shit you get from certain people, because they'll put anything in it you can imagine. And I have a story to tell. This was many years ago, and it hasn't happened since the day I quit smoking weed. It has not happened, never again, and I hope it doesn't, because it scared the shit out of me. True story. I had pretty much waked and baked, because I stayed at a friend's house, and as soon as we got up, just toking, right? And the whole trip to where we were going, toking. We went through, you might as well say each of us had like a quarter apiece, and all within a few hours going through. You know, it was just insane amounts of damn weed we smoked. We go to this chick's house, and I don't know the chick, I don't know her for shit, you know what I'm saying? And one of the boys that was with us or whatever, you know, I guess he was trying to talk to her or whatever, and you know, I'm sitting there and I'm cotton mouth as a motherfucker, and I'm like, can I please get something to drink? She brings me like a little cup, and you know, it's a little cup, I don't know about how big it was, with a little bit of Pepsi in it. I took one sip. I lightning strike me down if I'm lying. I took one little tiny sip and instantly fell out. Don't know why. While I was unconscious, in my mind, I was in a dark place. And the dark place that I was at was very hot and humid. And the situation or whatever was is that it was nothing around. No birds, no trees, no houses, no cars, no people, no nothing. It was just me at this place, hot as balls, and I see this 9-foot silhouette of a figure standing there, no face, no nothing, just a silhouette of a person or thing or whatever. And it simply asked me, did I want to continue doing what I'm doing? I tell it no. And it then asks me, or tells me, should I say, that if I did not quit, I would end up being there for the rest of my life. Well, on the other side of my mind, where the people were, and they said that my body was twitching and that I was sweating really bad. And they had tried to like pinch me and you know, kind of smack my face around or whatever to try to wake me up. And you know, they were kind of hesitant about trying to call the, you know, an ambulance or whatever, because my vitals seemed to be still okay. You know, I was breathing, my heart was still going. I wasn't like, you know, at least in their mind, I wasn't dying, and in my mind, I wasn't dying. Well, as soon as I answered the fellow's answer, you know, and told him, no, I don't want to be here anymore, I instantly woke up and I said, fuck this shit, I'm done, I quit. I'm not doing no more weed at all, ever again. And to that day since, I have not. But, anyway, that's enough of that story, and I've got a, I'm not sure if I'm going anywhere tonight or not, but I've got some shit I got to do before I do. For one, I got to take a shower after cutting this grass and getting the shit all on my shirt and all down my shirt and being bit by ants and being punked down by a bumblebee, and then having the shit to do next door with the fucking stupid bitch that lives over there, and almost seeing her dog get killed by mine. It's been one hell of a fucking day. So, with that said, you might as well subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment, let me know what you think, and until tomorrow, stay groovy.